Hello rail fans, welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft train tutorial. Today we're going to be building this Chessie System covered hopper. The first step is going to be to get to where we're building. I'm going to build this right on the end of the train that's coming off my city. So we're all the way at the other side of my map to the back of the train, 1,600 blocks away from the head end. Now that we've reached where I'm going to build it, the first step is going to be to add the coupler. So we're going to use dark oak stairs facing away from the coupler on the last car, and underneath that, dark oak fence gates become our air hoses. Now we got to build our first set of wheels. I'm using stripped dark oak logs for a rusty looking wheel. You want to make sure the square pattern is facing outward. Place an end rod in the middle to be an axle and give your train a little bit of light to see at night. Next, nether brick stairs upside down in a back-to-back T-shape in between the wheels. Then we got to go ahead and make the next set of wheels. So same thing, strip dark oak log with the squares facing outward, and then an end rod for the axle. Now we're going to place dark oak fence gates in front of the stairs on each side to be the springs, and then hoppers in front of the wheels. And this is the design for a freight car truck. You can play around with all the colors to get the wheels looking the color you want them to be. Now we're going to take dark blue concrete in the middle above the truck and come out one block past the wheels. Then we're going to build our unloading bay underneath. So skip a block and place a block in the middle of the rails. Take oak wood stairs, because we don't have yellow, facing outward and coming past the block on each side. Then we have to kind of get it rotated here so the stairs make a corner, and we have to make corners all the way around this block. This will be our first unloading bay. This is going to be a 2-bay hopper, so we'll have to do this again. And there's a space between them, so we add one block in the middle there, skip a block and place our block down in the middle just like before, and then get our stairs rotating around that block. Just make sure your stairs form corners on all 4 corners of the square. Come above that, drag your blue concrete forward, skip a block, and this is where we place our second truck. So same thing, stripped dark oak logs with the squares facing outward, an end rod for your axle, then nether brick stairs upside down in a T-shape back to back like this, coming across the rails. Then the last set of wheels, so back to your stripped dark oak logs, and we're going to place them right in front. Same thing, squares facing outward, and then finally an end rod for the axle. Then we put hoppers in front of the wheels and fences in front of the stairs on each side, and that'll complete our second truck. Then we take dark blue, bring that to the end, switch to your dark oak fence gate, and stack them till they reach that blue block. Erase the ones you used to place them, and place a dark oak fence gate underneath the coupler to be the air hose. Now going back to the blue concrete, we're going to bring that out 2 on the side, right to the edge of the rails, and we have to drag that filled all the way in, all the way to the other end of the car. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So 2 out, so this big blue slab is 5 blocks wide, reaching right over the edges of the tracks on both sides, and fill that in end to end on both sides of the car. So when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Now we're going to go ahead and work on the top of the car. But first we're going to need some things. So we're going to go into inventory, and we're going to take out oak fences, and we need some type of block that'll be yellow colored. You could use just yellow concrete, but I'm going to use yellow terracotta for a more worn look. Now we're going to come to the end of the car with our oak fences, 2 wide and 3 high, leave a gap in the middle and another 2 wide and 3 high. Same thing on this other end, 2 wide with the fences and 3 high, gap in the middle, 2 wide and 3 high. On top of the fence in the corner, we're going to place our yellow terracotta and bring it all the way across. And then another row coming forward. Same thing over here. Starting from the corner, come all the way across, and then another row. Now we got to get the slope in, so we come one over, one down, and then over and down. So it should look like an upside down stair. Then we're going to go up in there, and we got to get upside down oak stairs in there. So once we have them placed, we got to get in there just right so we can drag it across. I had to go around to get in the right position. So we're going to go ahead and bring both of those stairs all the way across to the other side. Now we come over and down one with our yellow terracotta and bring that across. But stop one before the edge. I screwed up there and had to knock that block out. That'll just be the basis for the bottom of our car. Now we do the same thing over here. Over and down, and then one back, three across. And then same thing here, we got to get our upside down stairs in. So 2 rows of upside down stairs coming all the way across the car. Here I got stuck and I had to move around to be able to place them where they needed to be. Now we come on bottom where the yellow terracotta is, and we place upside down stairs facing outwards, going all the way across to the other end of the car here. When we get to this end, you can see I placed the yellow terracotta in the wrong spot, so we're going to have to go ahead and fill that in. So a row of 3 yellow terracotta just to make it even with the end of the car, and then same thing on this side, upside down stairs facing outwards all the way to that other strip of yellow terracotta. Now that that's done, we switch back to yellow terracotta and go ahead and fill all of this in all the way to the top, end to end. And now that that side's done, come to the other side and do the same thing. Just fill it all the way to the top with yellow terracotta. So we should have something that looks like this. Now we're going to build the top layer, so we need to come up above the car, doesn't matter what end. Keep using your yellow terracotta in a row of 3 in the middle, completely covering the car, going end to end. So we just make sure that everything in the middle 3 blocks is filled with yellow terracotta. And once we have that layer, we're going to switch back to our stairs and put them right side up, facing outwards, end to end. You could also use slabs, it's up to you. Just depends how much of a curve you want the top of the car to have here. So fill it end to end on both sides. And that's pretty much the main basis for the covered hopper car. Now we just have details left. Now we're going to add our loading doors. Put 2 trapdoors down in the middle, and then a slab. Skip 3 blocks. Here I screwed up and did 2. Come to the other end, same thing. 2 trapdoors, a slab, skip 3 blocks, and place another slab. Now you have all your loading doors. Now we come to the end and put oak trapdoors all the way around the outside edge. This will be our walkways. I'm using oak trapdoors, but you can use any trapdoor you think looks right on the car to you. And just bring that all the way around all edges of the car. Once we've finished around all the edges, we're also going to add trapdoors right down the middle, anywhere there's open space. And this will complete all of our walkways on top of the car. Now we're going to go ahead and add our logo. Use the space between the bottom 2 bays to find your middle, come up on that line and knock out a C shape and fill it with blue concrete to be your Chessie System logo. I'm using blue concrete here. They also had the logo and trim in black on these cars, so you could use black as well and have it look just as good. So same thing, find your middle, knock out the C shape, and add in blue concrete. And now we're going to place some ladders on our car. So come to an end, and on the left-hand side, starting at the blue concrete, place a fence gate and stack them vertically. And make sure you open them. This represents the ladder since we can't actually place a Minecraft ladder on the fence. Come back to the other side and do the same thing. On the left-hand side only, start at the blue and stack vertical fence gates and open them, coming all the way to the top here. And I just realized I missed that top one on the other side, so I'm going back to fix it. So on the very top, another open fence gate. Make sure it faces the right direction. Had to grab my terracotta again to fix that block I accidentally knocked out. Now we're going to add in brakes. So right here on the corner of the car, we're going to place a jungle trap door and fold it up to be your handbrake wheel. And behind that, we're going to go ahead and place 2 grindstones. Make sure they're facing the same direction, and that's your air reservoir. Now we're going to take blackstone buttons down to this bottom corner and make a reverse L shape. And then on this side, just 2 in a straight line. Flip over to the other side of the car, and we're going to do the exact same thing. An L shape, that's backwards, and the other side is just 2 in a line. Now we're going to take out a sign to be the reflective safety tape that's sometimes put on these cars. I'm using a junglewood sign, but you can use whatever you think looks best, and just start at one end and place blank signs on the blue concrete every other, leaving a space between them. And when you get to the other end, that should line up with the other end of the car. Then we move around to the other side, do the exact same thing. Start at the end and place blank signs every other block until you reach the other end of the car. And once you're done with all that, you have your safety reflective tape placed on the car. So now we're looking pretty much done. Just one more thing to do here. We're going to come to this top row of terracotta on the ends of the cars and place 3 blackstone buttons on each end. And there you have it, folks. We've completed this classic 2-bay Chessie System covered hopper. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there.